The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina sometimes deals with disturbing and problematic topics. We've provided a list of content warnings in the episode description. Hello and welcome to Dead Ends. I'm Emily.
I'm Brenton.
And we have an episode of Sabrina for you.
Yes, we do.
One Brenton really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this might be
Sounds like I didn't. I'm like, one Brenton liked.
He liked it.
No, I just love Sabrina, so it's all good in the hood.
Yeah, I think this might be my favorite
It's all
episode.
good in the hood. What year is it? Yeah,
if you can tell, there are certain things that are markers in all of our episodes of how old we are.
Yeah, it's just, I think I must have been on a playground the last time I said that.
It was a while
I don't know
ago.
why it came out of me. I apologize. No one needed to see that. Anyway, we got
Great
Sabrina.
episode.
Yeah. Sabrina's trying out for cheerleading.
Mm-hmm.
Her boyfriend's fighting the devil.
She has bureaucratic things to sort with
Madam
being
Satan's
the queen of hell.
Yeah, making her drag people to hell. It's a
Mhm.
typical Tuesday in Greendale.
Yeah, it's great.
I guess I don't know what day of the week it is, actually.
We'll
Probably
say
a Friday
Tuesday.
if there's when we're football games. It's a pep rally. I feel like
Friday.
mm-hmm.
So
But
are pep rallies
probably be
usually
a-
the same day?
I don't. If we had pep rallies, they were during school.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking this entire episode. I'm like, who's going to a pep rally in the evening?
Not me.
Apparently people in Greendale, or the kids of Greendale.
Yeah,
And they love nothing more than Run DMC.
the same. Yeah, we did the same song and dance twice.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, that's not very Archieverse.
Mm-mm.
We don't repeat a number.
That's not very Riverdale of you.
And we did it once with Sabrina and once without. But then I think Sabrina's voice was in both versions, and I'm just like,
They pre-recorded her. You know, these cheerleaders love Roz and Sabrina.
Yeah, they're like the nice popular girls. I like this.
Mhm.
I like that the girls aren't mean. What I really like about the whole Sabrina universe, the Greendale of it all, is that there's no girl on girl hate crimes.
No.
I mean, Madam Satan may commit a few, but they aren't girl on girl hate crimes. They're just crimes.
That's right.
And it's only against Miss Wardwell. And
she's got,
She's
but
a
she's
body
dealing
snatcher.
with cosmic stuff, and you know, we give her a little bit of a pass because she was also having to deal with being under Satan's thumb. But the mortals, you know.
you
all
know what I
good.
think about too that is kind of cool? So you know how
And then there was also that one witch that hated Zelda. Sorry.
Oh yeah. So you know how when we first meet her, she's in her other body, which is the body that we get when they do the flashbacks of her with Lucifer too.
Yeah.
So we assume that's what her body, her normal body looks like, but they kept her as the Miss Wardwell body. I know that's because of the actors. You know what I mean? Like they wanted to keep Michelle Gomez and all of that, right? Michelle Gomez?
Yep. Mhm.
But I also really like the implication that they chose to have an older woman maintain the role. Older as in like over 20, not like an
Yeah.
old woman. Like
Because the other actress, I
looked
believe,
very high school aged for an Archieverse show. She was probably like 24.
right? Exactly.
But do you know what I mean? Like the fact that they chose an adult woman
Mhm.
to play and maintain this character. I really like that because I think that also really aligns with like who Lilith is as a character now, and like her no longer letting Lucifer control her. She's
Mhm.
no longer that girl. She's a woman.
Yeah, absolutely. And now she gets to embody all that power, and then Lucifer's stewing because they're all praying to her.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's delicious. I like that. I thought that was fun. I don't know if they did
Yeah.
that. I mean, you know, like I don't know if that was intentional or if it's just like a nice representation.
I could see it being intentional because, you know, she takes over, you know, Miss Wardwell from day one, you know?
Mhm.
So, yeah, I can see it, you know, building on it of this powerful, I mean, she's evil at that point, but she's still powerful and taking things down. I mean, she's still kind of evil, but, you know, she's more willing to work together.
She has things she wants.
Yeah.
She wants to be the queen of hell. She doesn't think men should be in power.
And
And sometimes you have to do, like, I think it really plays with the, like, sometimes you have to do things that aren't good to get good results and, like, the moral implications of that. And as a character, I think that's interesting.
I was just smiling because,
The things that aren't good, as in, like, body snatching an adult woman and killing a pizza boy.
well, okay, so all that, but also, you know, that she's her end goal is to. It's like women should be in charge. It's like great, fantastic. What should she be in charge of?
She wants to be in charge of hell.
Exactly, the torture afterlife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
We all have our individual and unique talents that we bring to the table.
Yes.
And that's hers.
She's not going to shy away from a little torture.
No, she's the mother of demons.
Mm-hmm.
And why do you think she is? Because a man made her become that way.
That's right.
And because a man cast her out. And it's men's fault the whole way through.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's how I feel about men.
Yeah, the vibe for the show.
That's the vibe for the show. That's why I like this show.
Well, should we get into our cast for this week?
Yeah.
So I didn't include a slide on him, but we have someone back this week. I don't know if everybody caught it. Playing Robin Goodfellow, because it's really like a night and day turn from what he was before. Like he's like nice and bubbly, excited to see
with his
Theo.
green hair.
He's got the little strips of green hair. It was played by Jonathan Whitesell, who played Kurtz in Riverdale. So the leader of the Gargoyle gang, who's like all creepy and like oozy and sleazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say oozy. He's definitely like
oozy.
Yeah. He got thrown out the window and then ran away, right?
Didn't he jump out the window?
Oh, he jumped out the window, yeah.
Did he jump? I don't remember. It occurs.
Yeah, it's when they do the raid and they go up the levels. Anyway.
Oh, okay. So maybe I don't know. That episode's always hard for my brain because I.
Or maybe this is him remaking his life.
But so what's the character's name again?
Robin Goodfellow.
And what is Robin Goodfellow from?
You want to tee it up?
Yeah. Robin Goodfellow is a name for Puck from A Midsummer Night's Dream, which is my personal favorite Shakespeare because it's fun. It really is fun. It's one of my favorites. It's such a good play.
So I don't remember specific. Is that like the name? Like that's like a pseudonym he uses? A nom de plume?
I think it's. Okay. No, there is a line. Okay, I was right. There. The audience is introduced to Puck in the fairy says, either I mistake your shape in making quite, I'm not going to read Shakespeare well, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frightens the maidens of the villagery? So they call him that, but then Puck replies, so they're like Robin Goodfellow, and he's like, that's me.
Got it. So it's like a name that people use for Puck.
Yeah, exactly, which makes sense because they're the good fellows. I was like, there's a line, and that's what I was trying to find. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, maybe I made it up.
No, that's great.
I'm not a Shakespeare scholar by any stretch of the imagination, but I do love Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I'm a big Shakespeare fan. And I really like A Midsummer Night's Dream. I think it's fun, and I think it's one of the easier Shakespeare plays to follow. Like, I think...
That's my memory of it.
Like... Much like Romeo and Juliet's pretty easy to follow, I think there are certain plays that are a lot easier to get because they are not as grounded in the time that they were written. Does that make sense? Like there's not as much, there's a lot of reference to the world that Shakespeare is in at the time that he wrote it because they're always like everything you create of it like represents what you know of that time. But it's not like actively referencing a historical event or something that people would want to have as like common knowledge or like, you know, like Julius Caesar is referencing the Caesar. So like you have, I mean, obviously it wasn't written in real time of Caesar, but like you have references to that. So like knowing more about Caesar helps you understand what the play is saying and the play is trying to teach you about Caesar. Like the histories are trying to teach you about them. But yeah, I think that the comedies are fun. I think the comedies are the best. And I think the Midsummer Night's Dream is the easiest comedy to follow. From what I remember.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. High school, I remember it being very, very fun and easy to follow too.
Taming of the Shrew is a comedy.
Yes.
And I
saw that in a Shakespeare in the Park.
I did. I saw it in Fresno in a Shakespeare in the Park. And I had a hard time following it. But I was also like 14 and I couldn't hear very well because it was like a Shakespeare in the Park in Fresno, so I don't think it was like it was a Shakespeare in the Park, like they didn't have a great audio system, like it was not a, I mean, they might be much better now. It was also, that would have been 19 years ago. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
I think probably literally around that same time, I also saw it at a Shakespeare in the Park in Tahoe.
I wonder if there was like just like a
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was around the same age. So either I feel like it was around that time. I can't remember what year we went to Tahoe, but
That's so funny.
yeah, it was on like a family vacation.
Yeah, I just remember seeing it in the grass, and I was like, oh.
I think I saw it with my grandma was there, and I think my aunts, on my dad's side.
I saw it with my father's friends that live in Fresno.
Now that'd be a good time too.
Yeah, Auntie Deb and all
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, 10 out of 10. Fun little reference. We'll see what that means about Robin.
That's right. Keep
Also,
your eyes peeled.
Theo's just like, this is my new best friend I'm hanging out with today.
Oh, Theo's head over heels.
Why isn't Theo supposed to be helping the others or something? And instead Theo's like, I'm gonna eat ice cream with Robin.
They gave Theo the night off because Theo is enchanted.
And I love that.
Yeah.
That's
they
good
like
friendship.
them instantly exactly. Them instantly hitting it off. They're like, okay, go do your thing, Theo. We're all backup for Sabrina anyway. How many people does she need backup? To be honest.
Well, and Ross had to go cheer, so it's not like she was just...
Yeah, Harvey just is stewing in the corner. You know, he does good though.
He does good.
Yeah. He doesn't rush in. He listens to Roz and compliments how good she did.
As men should take notes.
That's right. All right. On to our rest of the cast this week. Playing Jimmy Platt with perfect... Like, he's so good in this episode of just being this creepy guy.
He makes me so physically sick.
Yeah, it's good. Played by Matty Finocchio. I don't know exactly how to pronounce his last name there. One of those people that is working actor doing tons of things, like 121 acting credits on IMDb.
Holy shit.
So was recently in Final Destination Bloodlines as Dr. Reddick, was recently our quiz show host on Riverdale, and then will be in season 7 as Milkman. See what happens with that. And then recently in a Pickleball Christmas TV movie, Deck the Hallways.
No, they made a pickleball Christmas movie already. I guess it's been a thing for now a while.
This is probably the third or fourth Pickleball Christmas movie they've probably made at this point.
I have not. If you play pickleball, I need you to let me know, because the only people I know that play pickleball are like your parents.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I can't quite, I guess because I don't do tennis, like I don't know, and racquetball, or you know what I mean? I'm like, how many games with a paddle do we need and a ball on a small court? But maybe there's something about it.
I think the thing with pickleball, from my understanding, because you're playing like half court of the tennis court.
Okay.
And you're playing with a different sort of ball that I don't think you quite need the same skill set as like a tennis. So it's like a little bit easier to come in and pick up and play.
Okay. I mean, obviously I haven't done it. I'm not,
Yeah,
I don't want to shit on anybody's hobby, because I think people should do whatever makes them happy and gets them active.
Yeah. That's at least my suspicion, having just observed people.
Because my thing is like, what made it take off? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, why did this explode the way it did?
That's true. I don't know. I don't know specifically.
It's like Pilates in that way, where Pilates is back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's because of diet culture.
Well, yeah. Pickleball is even probably old news at this point. Like, I don't know if that pickleball league went anywhere.
That's true.
And then he was also in the 7th season of Virgin River, which is a soap opera feel-good like romance show on Netflix.
Oh.
7 seasons. So just chugging along.
Oh, it's the only thing
Never
they
heard
didn't cancel.
Of it. Yeah, exactly. Must be like doing well enough that they kept it around. You know what I mean? But it's just something I've never heard of.
Cheap. Make.
That's true. All right. On to our next cast member.
Jesus
a little
Christ.
Dark. Yep. It's really hard to see.
Yeah.
But Cassius, our librarian, played by Alex Diokin. So you had already brought up trivia on him in the past, and I had forgotten about this.
The
Cassius.
name.
Yeah.
You can go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Roman senator. The name Cassius, it was reference to a Roman senator and general best known as the leading instigator of the plot to assassinate Julius Caesar. So it was in the play, and then is also in in the lowest circle of hell in Dante's Inferno.
Because that's basically a fan fiction of all the famous people from all the different historical written events.
Tying it into last week. I wonder if he was in the video game.
I really need to read Dante's Inferno because I just like to call it fan. Like I'm like, it's Dante's fan fiction.
Do you know about the video game? They made a video game called Dante's Inferno.
No.
Yep.
Why?
I don't know.
Was it? Do you go to hell?
Yeah, and you it's like you're playing God of War, but you're like hacking and slashing in hell. Yep.
I don't think that's
this is
point
the
of the
mid to
story.
late aughts. Yep. Nope, not at all. And I think
The point is like accepting sin and rejecting it, like that you're bad.
Nope. You gotta chop them up with a big sickle.
Okay.
So our actor Alex Diokin, small roles in McCabe and Mrs. Miller. Like these are, ton of roles over the years here. Friday the 13th Part 8, where Jason Takes Manhattan. Ernest Rides Again is multiple parts in the X-Files, and then is also in the X-Files movie, I Want to Believe. He was in the Earthsea TV series, which was a miniseries on Sci-Fi starring Shawn Ashmore. Related to the brother of our drug dealer from season 1 of Veronica Mars, if people remember all that way back. Do you remember that guy that her like love interest, and then like turns out that he like betrayed her and has to run off, but she gets one over on him? No.
We've watched the show twice.
Yeah.
Once for the podcast, and
it's in like the first
memories.
5 episodes, yeah. And then
I mostly remember when Duncan runs off with the baby, and when Logan does some really sketchy shit, and then Pitt, what's his name? Pitt, what's the guy that?
Oh God,
It's not Pip.
No, it's oh no, what's his name? I really like the character too.
Me too, and like I don't. Yeah. It starts with a P. Piz.
Then you get to the movie because people didn't like that him and Veronica were together, so it's like, oh, they're breaking up.
Yeah, and I was like, but I liked him.
Yeah, but
I mean, I like Logan. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, so Shawn Ashmore is in X-Men, but was Aaron Ashmore? Yes. Do you remember that guy? No.
He looks very familiar.
Anyways, we're getting far askew here, but. That is everything for our actor for Cassius. So we have the twins.
All right.
Starting with Judas. Darius Willis. Lots of voiceover for TV, for like kids' television shows, including 26 episodes of a show called Galapagos X. Was also in the Saw movie Spiral, and is most recently on Blue Skies on the Up and Faith family streaming channel. According to the quick Google search, they say watch TV shows and movies that are safe for your family and affirm your faith. Stream online or watch on your favorite devices. Get a free trial. Would you like to hear the summary of Blue Skies?
Would love to.
National Park investigator Jody Larson and a lost dog named Blue team up to solve mysteries in the wilderness, forging an unexpected bond amidst danger and healing. So it's like Lassie, but for national parks.
Vibes.
On the Faith channel.
Okay, you know what? It's a choice.
I'm sure God comes in somewhere. All right. And then over to Judith, played by Whitney Peak. So she played Zoya Lott, which was a main role in the Gossip Girl revival.
Okay.
Was also in Hocus Pocus 2.
Okay.
Will be in the next Hunger Games movie, Sunrise on the Reaping, as Lenore Dove Baird.
Oh, no.
Tragedy.
Oh, that whole, yeah.
The whole book is tragic.
The whole book is it's Hamish's story, so you know everyone besides Hamish is going to die.
Right.
The whole book, you were reading it going, everyone's going to die. And Lenore is his girlfriend back home.
Ooh.
And spoiler alerts if you haven't read the book. But like, just think about, does Hamish have a partner in later stories?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's like that much of a giveaway. You know what I mean? Like, you read that whole book and you know that they killed everyone he loved.
Yep.
So, who do you think's gonna die?
Yep.
Everybody, except for Hamish.
And then she was also in the movie Thrash, which just released as of this recording yesterday on Netflix. The film sees a coastal town face a Category 5 hurricane whose flooding brings in ravenous sharks. So there you go. that is our cast for this week. So we can get into the episode itself. All right. Chapter 22, Drag Me to Hell, which is named after the great Sam Raimi movie from 2009, Drag Me to Hell.
I have seen that. It's like one of the only horror movies that I've seen.
Everybody
doesn't give me like horrible nightmares.
No, that's a great movie. Very silly. Much more in the horror comedy side of things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're just like, I mean, it's still a little pooky because.
Oh yeah, but it's like, oh no, this thing jumped out of her. Like I think of that as then when they're trying to do like the seance, and then there's like a ghost inhabiting them, and then there's like a person like doing like Russian kicks up in the ceiling, and I think there's a goat flying in the air.
I only really have the memory of like a girl being dragged into the ground.
Oh, spoilers.
In Drag Me to Hell,
No.
You think that's a spoiler? Is that someone's being dragged into the ground?
Oh, that's an all-time great ending.
Is that the end?
Yeah.
Oh. That's like the part I remember is being like, oh my God.
Yeah, because they think that they finally rid the curse, and then she's like gonna go off, and she's saying goodbye to Justin Long on the train station, and then she gets then they realize that they did something wrong, and she falls to trips and falls to the ground or something, and then gets pulled in.
Yeah.
The end.
I just remember the pulling. I didn't remember the order of the movie.
Yeah.
Once again, I watched that movie maybe 17.
There's the part I think where the woman that cursed her's dead body falls on her and then vomits a bunch of blood, like vomit on her and everywhere. So it's gross,
I remember
but like
the movie being gross.
Yeah, super hokey in that fun way. All right. Sabrina visits Nick and she tells him he's back home when she notices his foot is turning into a hoof, and then she realizes Lucifer is in control of Nick's body, which is great because we get the double thing where Lucifer is supposedly controlling Nick, so Gavin Leatherwood gets to deliver the line, "Call me daddy," to Sabrina. So good.
Yeah, and I don't really know like whose voice. Are they using his voice or are they using Luke Cook's voice?
I think it's him at that.
Okay.
Like later when it's just straight up Luke Cook.
Because they kind of sometimes will do both. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and at the beginning it's just Gavin Leatherwood. She demands to talk to Nick, so Lucifer pretends to release control, but then she's like, "Stick out your tongue," and it's forked, and she's like, "Aha." Nick finally gets a chance to talk to her, and she tells him to stay strong, and as she leaves, Lucifer notices that she accidentally broke the soul circle. Zelda demands her and Hilda lead the academy together, much to Hilda's dismay. Sabrina looks through the library and runs into Cassius the librarian and says she's looking for a book on soul transference. We get another Archieverse classic with a cheerleading number 2, It's Tricky by Run DMC. After practice, another cheerleader compliments Roz and Sabrina for being like absolute naturals. They run into Madame Satan and she dismisses Roz. Sabrina and Madame Satan retreat to the woods to do job training for Queen of Hell, and Sabrina has to drag souls to hell or they'll lose the throne to Caliban. Her first person is a man named Robert Robinson, and they both leave, plus another demon, who's her muscle, to go collect the soul. I died laughing because in the next scene, Scotland appears in red font across the screen, like they're going to this ominous place. People will know
it's Scotland, baby. You
don't want to go there.
Scotland.
Yeah, that evil place. It makes me think of people know this on maybe on the internet, like the Dark Souls font that people like. It's so in the game Dark Souls when you enter into a place, it's like this like font like that, like ominous looking font that's like dark with like a gold trim pops up, and it'll be like the name of the place, like ooh creepy. But people will do that and put it up. Like there's one for like Ohio.
Didn't they do it like last week for New Orleans too, I assume?
Oh yeah, probably. But there's just something that made me laugh of like
Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like, I want to go to Scotland.
Yeah.
I really want to go. I've never been.
Yeah.
Take me to Scotland.
It's a great time. Yeah, we definitely, it's on the list. We need to go back.
Well, you go back.
I need to go back. Yeah.
I've never been. Some of us didn't live a childhood of privilege like you, Brenton.
Oh, it's only fair I bring you there.
Yeah, you better take me.
Mm-hmm. She's like no longer asking.
You're digging me to Scotland. I'm going to go to Loch Ness and we're going to reenact this scene that they probably
right.
did not film at Loch Ness.
I don't think so.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Ambrose and Prudence arrive at Loch Ness, and Ambrose says that there's magic there that can warp the very fabric of time and space. Prudence wants revenge, and Ambrose promises it'll happen, and they kiss. Zelda speaks to the students that even though they're diminished, together they shall prevail. They all pray to Lilith, and downstairs Lucifer is like, whoa, and then shakes his head so fast that it turns into Luke Cook's head, Lucifer's head. And he spews out a bunch of bugs from his mouth for abandoning him.
But I think he keeps Gavin's hair. Like, I think they kind of mess with the hair staying dark and like messing with like whose body, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or the lighting's just bad.
Similar, maybe at least make the hair a little similar. Sabrina visits Robert Robertson, who's playing chess alone, and he knows she's there to collect his soul, and he invites her to play, and he sold his soul to be the greatest chess master in the world. She puts him in checkmate in like 2 moves. So he was just waiting for the devil to come and finish off the game. And then she takes his soul away and leaves his body at the table, and he goes to get loaded into a black car, and she's like, wait, no, go to the white car instead. Lilith appears and is like, God damn it. What did you do? And is like, you're just the worst, and then brings her to hell, and a bunch of demons are pissed that she let him go to heaven. Lilith speaks over her to save face, but Caliban calls on Sabrina to speak herself on why she let him go, and Sabrina's like, I met him and I showed him mercy, and all the kings are like, blasphemy! And then they all offer to have Caliban collect the next soul, and he's like, well, I'd love to, but asks Sabrina for permission to do so. Interesting. Lilith says, I know, wink. Lilith says she doesn't give permission. She does not give permission, and that Sabrina will get the next one, a man named Jimmy Platt, and Sabrina recognizes the name. Zelda teaches class and keeps hearing giggles behind her, and then sees Lady Blackwood is a bitch written on the chalkboard. She dismisses the class angrily, and we see the bug from the beetle from Satan crawling around. The Fright Club plays Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus, with Lachlan Watson singing the verse. Way to go. Sounds really good.
Yeah, the whole thing sounds good.
Yeah. Sabrina butts in, either way, calling a meeting about her dragging souls to hell, and Jimmy Platt is apparently the ice cream man. Sabrina asks when she drags Jimmy's soul to hell, they need to preserve Jimmy's body so they can put Lucifer's soul in it. Melvin and Elsbeth go downstairs to hook up when they hear rattling, and then we see bugs crawling around in Elsbeth's hair. Cut to the main office when Elvin busts in and tells Zelda and Hilda that Elsbeth tried to kill him. Elsbeth is no longer on screen for the rest of the episode.
She's in class, I thought, after this.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, and so I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Sabrina goes to collect Jimmy's soul while the Fright Club sits in a hearse looking sad about their mission. Jimmy says he has an extension fee in place. He offers an innocent soul, and he gets 7 years on his contract and realizes that Sabrina has no idea what her job is. Oh, and also the innocent soul in this case is a child.
A little girl.
Mm-hmm. Her backup demon comes up, and then Jimmy says only he knows where the little girl is, and like if you kill me, then they're just gonna die because you can't find her. And then Jimmy tells her to piss off, and Sabrina tells the Fright Club like, God, well, I gotta go ask Lucifer about this. And then Lucifer tells her that Jimmy was pious, but then got in a car crash and called out to God to save him. Lucifer showed up first and offered him 7 years for his soul. And then when he came to collect, he begged for an extension. And Lucifer told Jimmy the price is an innocent soul. But he's like, I didn't say it had to be kids. That was him.
Yeah,
he's a weird guy. That's not on me. But I mean, I'm just saying, if we really think Satan is a good guy, then maybe he wouldn't have collected the child's soul. He could have rejected it at any time.
Well, maybe he doesn't keep the child's soul. We don't know. What is it? Where are the children he sent before? Are they in hell?
Yes. This is Satan.
I haven't seen them. We haven't seen
That's
any
true.
Children.
That's true.
Maybe they have a union.
He could. Yeah. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna let you go. And this guy's just weird.
Yeah, he's just getting more and more corrupt, which will make him better to have later.
That's fair. Lucifer tells Sabrina to do her damn job or enchain him. Because, if you can't put Jimmy in place, who can you? Prudence and Ambrose find Father Blackwood with a curly out. He's got like his hair is all mussed and curly. And he's got a giant beard. And he's not a giant beard. He's just very full beard, I should say. Performing some sort of ritual on the shores of Loch Ness. He calls to the deep one to rise and feed. And then an aquatic humanoid-like creature emerges from the deep. Like, it's got like gills and webbed hands, but it's walking on like 2 legs. So it kind of looks, humanoid in that sense. And then offers Father Blackwood an egg. And for it, Blackwood summons his sacrifices, which is 2 young adults. And then Prudence rushes in to attack. And then Blackwood's just like, well, fuck this, and cuts the creature's throat. And then gets into a battle with Prudence. Prudence loses her big a two-handed sword to Blackwood, and Ambrose threatens to break the egg. Blackwood says, "Don't break that. I've been in a temporal prison of my own making for 15 years to claim my prize, and the old ones are returning to claim the earth, and then the eldritch terrors." He asks the egg for the egg to witness the rebirth of the unspeakable when Prudence just clonks him on the back of the head with a stick. Harvey finds a flyer for the missing kid, Lucy Anderson, from a few days ago, and Roz asks if they have something she's touched so she could use her cunning to find her. The other cheerleaders invite Roz and Sabrina to get their hair and nails done because it's a tradition before a prep rally. And Roz is like, "Oh, Sabrina is taking me to a checkup for my eyes." And they're all so understanding, like, "Oh, thoughts and prayers."
Yeah, oh
So, I love that line. It's like, "Oh, thoughts and prayers."
Yeah.
They actually go to visit the missing girl's mother. Sabrina notices pinwheels on the table, and turns out Lucy collects them and had one on her when she was taken. Her mom goes to find a picture for them to show people, and Roz touches one of the pinwheels and finds that I thought she was in the ice cream truck in some sort of freezer, but it takes them another scene to figure out that she's in a freezer.
Yeah, I thought it was very obvious that she was in a freezer.
Yeah.
But apparently, I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't quite pick that up. Sabrina promises Lucy's mom that the man who took her will burn in hell for all eternity. And Lucy's mom is like, okay. She also casts a spell to let them take a pinwheel and for her to forget they ever came. Theo runs down the hall and runs into a boy named Robin Goodfellow, who's new in school, and they hit things off, and Robin invites Theo to the pep rally.
Also, Puck is usually a sign of what? What was he? He's a sign of trouble. He's he's mischief.
Mischievous, right?
There's a lot of, messing around that's going to happen.
Because in Midsummer Nights Dream, he messes with the mortals like love, right?
Yeah. Well, that Oberon tells him to, but then does he give the potion to the wrong person?
Oh, yes, yeah.
But I don't think it's on purpose.
Right, kind of like accidental.
Yeah. Oh, what fools these mortals be.
Prudence goes to kill Father Blackwood and finds the two young adults are Judith, formerly Letitia, and Judas, the twins now grown up due to the magics of time and space. During Zelda's lesson, Agatha starts cackling and calls Zelda Lady Blackwood, and Zelda keeps telling her not to call her that because she's not, and then Agatha calls her a bitch, and then Zelda slaps her. Hilda pulls her away and asks what got into her, and Zelda says she doesn't know. Sabrina and Roz hold the pinwheel, and Sabrina casts a spell to talk to Lucy. She asks if a man's with her, and they realize she's in a freezer. Sabrina teleports to where Lucy is as Roz tries to stop her because it's like, we don't know what's on the other side there. We don't know where she is. But Sabrina goes anyway. Sabrina covers Lucy with a jacket, and then Jimmy catches her and is like, wow, you're dumb. And it's just like, then points out the sigils that he has inside the freezer, which means she can't cast spells in there. And he says he'll be back once she's frozen. Caliban taunts Lilith about Sabrina running out of time, and Lilith backs Sabrina up even though she finds her naive and annoying. Hilda gives tea to calm Zelda down, and Zelda's upset she struck a student. Hilda finds that the cream has already curdled even though it was fresh that morning. Zelda realizes that that means the devil's afoot. Melvin comes in with a bug that Agatha found in her hair, which proves Zelda's suspicion, and Hilda pulls a beetle off of Zelda. Later, the witches all go off in pairs with candles to track down the Dark Lord. Sabrina hears a banging at the door, and it's Lilith there to help her. She stopped by Roz and then followed her psychic trail. Lilith is annoyed that all of Sabrina's machinations around Jimmy have been a plan to save Nick. Lilith delivers Lucy home to her mom, and then her mom asks who she is, and Lilith's like, Mary Wardwell. I teach at the high school. Pep rally time. Theo asked Robin if the ice cream man said anything weird to him, and he's like, no. Harvey asks Roz why they won't just go over there and kick his ass. And then Roz is like, well, we got to follow Sabrina's lead. And then we get another performance of It's Tricky. A kid goes to get ice cream, and when Jimmy hands off the ice cream, the kid grabs his hand, and we see it's Sabrina who's in a glamour. And the demon that's been her backup muscle grabs Jimmy, and he gets dragged by tentacles and claws down to hell. And Sabrina heads down to hell afterwards, and Lilith says, I don't think you'll get much use from his body after we're through with him. And she's like, it's okay, I'll find another. The king says it proves nothing, and Sabrina says hell needs a makeover, and she's the queen of hell, and the Reformation starts now. You've heard of the Protestant Reformation, but now. Sabrina comes home to her aunts angry that she kept Lucifer a secret from them, and have you been having Lucifer in the basement? And then risks everything by bringing him to Earth. Sabrina says she owed it to Nick to get him out of hell and try and free him. Zelda asks, where do you expect to find another body strong enough to hold the devil? When Ambrose and Prudence suddenly appear with Father Blackwood and the twins. Hilda is like, who are those twins? Sabrina visits Nick/Lucifer, and Lucifer is proud that she dragged a soul to hell. The demon brings in Blackwood to begin the soul transfer. Prudence and Ambrose bring Judith and Judas to their new room, which we find is a small house, and then we find that they are under a living doll spell, so shrunk down to fit inside like a little doll house, and they won't feel like hunger or pain.
Or the passage of time.
Yeah, we'll come back around on this. They don't know what to do about the egg, and Ambrose says to wait and see what hatches. In the Blackwood body Acheron, Lucifer asks to wrestle Faustus. Hey man, want to wrestle? Blackwood says he's seen bigger things than Lucifer, like the old pagan gods, not even them, bigger than them, the eldritch terrors. Sabrina kisses Nick awake like he's a Disney princess, and he can't believe it's her. And then Harvey and Roz spend time alone, and he tells her how good she did at the pep rally, and they kiss when Harvey stops because he hears a noise, and he looks over across the clearing, and there's an entire circus. And we get Blackwood's narration saying, the old ones are returning to claim the earth.
Ooh.
The end. Oh no, not the carnies.
So in A Midsummer Night's Dream, it's the Oberon tells Puck to put the flower potion on one guy's eyes to make him love his partner equally or more or whatever, and then he sees the wrong person when he wakes up because it's whoever you see first. That's what it was.
Right.
I was
classic
because I was like,
Shakespeare
it's
stuff.
not like they tricked him. You know, like they're meddling. But it's, you know what I mean? There was another mistake on top of that.
Right.
And the whole reason why he's doing it is because Oberon's trying to get back at his wife Titiana because he's mad at her. And so he wants her to fall in love with like, you know, an animal in the forest or something lame. And so he had collected the love. I think there's a love lie idleness. I think that's what the flower is. I think that's what they are. But which are just wild violets, if I remember correctly. And he has Puck put it on her so that and then she falls in love with Bottom, and then that's the guy that then they give the donkey and the whole thing. You have to be there. There's about 3 plots happening at the same time in any good Shakespeare story. Okay, at least in that one. Let's talk just in general about us.
How are
you? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
This is taking a turn.
In my family, we have this joke where so one time my mom looked at my dad. He's my stepdad, but he's my dad because I adopted him. Technically, he adopted me, but it's semantics. Anyway, she looked at him and she said, "Hey," and my brother was home too, and my brother was in college at the time. Was I in college at the time? Were we already together when this happened, or was this already a joke?
I think I learned about it afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was in high school or early college. I wasn't around to witness the moment. So my mother looks at my stepdad, my father, and she goes, "Hey, do you want to go to lunch? Like, we should go to lunch." And both my father and my brother look at my mother and they're like, "Oh my God, like what did he do? Like, he's in trouble." And like, to this day, none of us have any idea why the two of them decided that going to lunch meant
like
that it was like a negative thing, because we all went to lunch all the time.
Yeah.
Like we used to go out to eat all the time as a family. Like we'd go to lunch. Like there was I never got in trouble at lunch. So to this,
just like a nice thing.
And they both did it like at the same time. Like they both got worried. So I don't know what tone she used, whatever. But we laugh about it all the time. So now every time I joke that like there's something serious we need to talk about, I'm like, Brenton, we need to go to lunch. Anyway, we're going to talk about the Spellmans, actually.
Yeah.
So the Spellmans, sans Hilda, love making decisions for. We'll start with Ambrose and the doll spell. The moral implications of this, there's a lot of morality that's going to play into this episode. The show in general, but especially this episode. The moral implications of taking these children that have grown from infants to adults in 1 month and then putting them in a dollhouse is very interesting. And it's like, we don't know what Blackwood taught them. We don't know what's going on with them. We know that they didn't want Prudence to kill him. And it didn't seem like he was going to. He ended up killing the sea monster instead, which
Yeah.
was a choice.
It was so funny that he just cuts the sea monster down, and the sea monster's just like, "What the hell?
Yeah, he's
I
like,
gave you a gift."
whoa, man, I brought you something.
I know, the poor sea monster.
It's a really
Whoa.
bad way to say thank you. And like, if you don't want to write thank you notes after receiving a gift, just like don't write the thank you note. You don't have to stab.
You don't have to
anybody.
accept it. Yeah.
So I think that is a little bit problematic.
Oh, it's horrible. I don't understand the reasoning at all because we don't get anything about it.
Yeah, like, are they trying to protect them? Are we just like, oh, we don't want to have children on screen because that's going to cost us too much money?
Yeah, but it like within. Yeah, I don't get like the character's reasoning for locking them away.
And that doesn't really seem like Ambrose in general, who's been jailed and locked in the house, does not seem like someone who would lock other people in a house.
Yes. Yeah. And they can't interact with anybody. They're in prison.
But also, like, have they ever interacted with anybody?
No, I mean, they've, other than Father Blackwood.
So I think that's like, are they putting them there to keep them from helping him? Like, it's to keep them safe and it's for their own good, in air quotes. But they don't explain
so
this.
Passive. You know, they're just kind of like wandering around. Like, it doesn't seem like they were forced into the room. It's like, here's your room. And then they're kind of like, huh. Like, just kind of sitting there, like, wide-eyed.
It's true. That is true.
It's weird. It's weird.
I would like to learn more about the children.
Yes. I think what they're doing is evil.
Okay. I agree. What we're going to talk about next is how Zelda likes to make decisions for Hilda, which is a recurring theme.
Mm-hmm.
But she loves to do that. And she makes a decision for all the students that they're now praying to Lilith. She's changed their religion on them without their consent. Which, granted,
It's true.
I mean, I don't blame her.
No.
Children are stupid. I'm kidding.
That's the moral.
Yeah, the moral of the
They'll
story.
listen to anything.
And like, I mean, that's what's wrong with Sabrina. She's a child. No.
If you don't listen.
She don't listen. No, I do think, and I think at that age, I thought I was smarter than a lot of adults. And I think I was. Because I've met some people. I've met some people.
Mm-hmm.
You've met some people out there. I know it.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking to you. You've met some people that you've thought, oh man, me at my dumbest, leaps and bounds ahead. Regardless, it's a choice to make the choice, especially to make Hilda just be a part of it.
It's really funny.
It's really funny. It's very Zelda. And then, of course, Zelda is mad at Sabrina for making decisions in a silo. When what does Zelda do?
Yeah.
Zelda makes decisions in a silo.
Mm-hmm. Glass House is Zelda, but Zelda does have a good point of like,
you should tell us if you're going to bring the devil into the Church of Night.
Exactly. And the devil had spent so much time trying to get to Earth to conquer it anyway that like that poses a real risk. It's like kind of keeping a nuclear bomb in your basement.
But the gates to hell are right there anyway. So like, isn't there just kind of always a risk?
No, he had to go through all those machinations. That like the second season was the first time he was able to even come back.
That's true.
So then now you've got him just brought back here. It's like, well, he can then if he gets control.
But Lilith has
out.
no issue going back and forth. So I do feel like now that he's gotten back and forth, like the idea is that it's easier for him to get back and forth.
But Lilith was already able to do that.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I think it's just Lucifer. So I think Sabrina has done something pretty damn reckless, which you might be surprised by in this show.
Not Sabrina.
I know. Our young naive protagonist getting in over her head.
Speaking of her, let's talk about being young and naive and a protagonist. No, let's talk about her being young and naive. One of the things I really, really enjoy about the dynamic between her and Lucifer is this, like, he's such a proud dad.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he's like, well, you're the queen.
Yeah.
You go do it. Like, he wants to be a proud dad so bad. And I think that's so fun. And Luke Cook plays him so well.
Mm-hmm.
He plays this character so well, where it's like, well, yeah, I'm evil, but like, I love you.
Yeah. The aristocratic evil man.
Yeah.
He's just unrepentantly evil, but he's like very delighted in things.
He's proud of her.
Exactly. But he's like,
you're the queen. Like, go take your throne, babe.
Because he's like, something's different about you.
Yeah, you're mine.
That's my girl.
He's not even like that upset about her like trapping him and Nick, because he's like kind of proud of her.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna get, and exactly.
And he's got a long life. He's gonna get out.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm gonna overpower this mortal at some point. or I'm gonna make you
Not
do
mortal,
something.
witch.
Oh God. Sorry, Nick.
Yeah, Nick is a
Warlock.
very powerful warlock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the concept of your father being chained inside your boyfriend, your abusive father being chained inside boyfriend. Hey, paging Dr. Freud. That's really fun.
It's also fun because like Sabrina loves power.
Yes,
she likes to be in charge because she wants to take care of everybody. Lilith loves power. She wants to be in charge. She wants to do her thing. Satan loves power. Zelda loves power. Like what I really like about this show is that there are so many characters that want to have power for very competing different reasons. And like very internal too. Like Zelda truly thinks she's doing the right thing all the time.
Yes.
Just like Sabrina.
Confidence. Yeah.
Her and Sabrina have that. Whereas like Lucifer's like, I'm Lucifer. Like I get to have the power.
Yeah. I am the devil.
And then Lilith is like, fuck all y'all.
I'm getting one over on my abuser.
Exactly. It's just, I love that. I think it's fun.
Yeah, and that we get like all the witches praying to Lilith, and then Lucifer is just like, God damn it.
Yeah, he's
I'm gonna
mad
unleash
about
my
her.
bugs.
The other thing I want to talk about too is Sabrina and the Robert Robertson of it. So she gives a pass to Robert Robertson because he just asked for his life's desire, which was to be a really good chess player. He didn't really hurt anybody. I don't know. Maybe people needed that chess money or worked harder. Who am I to? Regardless, he just wanted to be really good at chess. And I think she sees herself in him because she's like, I would also make a really sketchy deal to get the things I want. And he didn't hurt anybody. And so it's interesting to play with the morality of if you make a deal with the devil, but it's for something that doesn't hurt anybody, is it still bad? Like,
were you just taken advantage of, or? Well, not that. Sorry.
Like he made a choice to make, and he's going willingly. Like he's like, oh, I did this. Like I made this choice, and it was not like he regrets making. It's very obvious he regrets making that choice, but he doesn't like. He's not mean about it.
But yeah, to your point of like, was he hurting anybody by being a great chess master or something?
Exactly. It's just very interesting.
And like you said, reaching beyond, you're wanting to reach beyond like your normal limits or powers of like what's supposedly morally right and things, cutting corners. Like Sabrina has done the same thing.
And then we get to compare that to like true evil, which is Jimmy Platt. And the way Sabrina changes an approach when she's like, oh yeah, he's a bad person. Also, last week we got a little foreshadowing for this because when the ice cream truck came out, her and Harvey went, isn't it a little too early for ice cream? Isn't it early in the season for ice cream? But Jimmy Platt, he's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, absolutely evil.
He is absolutely evil. He tries to he tries to get one over on her. I just think that's really crazy when it's like she can still take you to hell.
Yeah.
Also, the last person you negotiated with would have been like, that's fine, let the child die, and still taking you to hell. You know what I mean? Like, why would you think this would work? It's interesting.
Yeah, I like well, I mean, I don't like it. I like it in the concept of the show of like, that naivete where she's like, oh, you're a bad person, I'm going to take it. And it's like, oh no, he has plans upon plans. Like God knows when he added the sigils, right? But he knew that if he could use the sigils that he could then trap her. And it's like, he like sees straight through her immediately because it's like, oh, you want to do good. And I know how to take advantage of good people. And it's good. It's good.
It is very good. So what we learned from this episode is that evil comes in four forms. Ice cream trucks.
That's right.
Carnivals. Black cars. And beetles.
That's right. John, Paul, Ringo. And George.
It was like, oh.
I'm missing one.
I was like, wait. You're like,
George, you're off the hook.
He's better. I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was fun. You really liked this episode.
Oh yeah. I love Sabrina having to come face to face with, she's like, again, that exactly what you're saying of like, she wants power, but what is she getting power over? Hell. And she wants to be a good person. And that is like diametrically opposed to like what hell is cosmologically. Like like as Lucifer said in last one, cosmologically speaking,
Yeah.
like it's all out of balance if you are not taking bad people to hell. They're like people that like make these deals or things that do things bad, they have to go through, or else things are all out of balance. And so you, even though we all go like Robert Robertson seems like a nice guy, we don't know anything about his past, and Sabrina doesn't either. And she's just taking it like, oh, he seems like a nice, like kindly old guy that like is going willingly and regrets all these things. So like I'll send him off to heaven. But it's like
because he regrets, like because he has mercy. She's being Jesus in that way.
But like
it plays into that Sabrina is Jesus like comparison again.
Absolutely, the inverse Jesus.
Yeah.
And then lets him go, but it's like, okay, but then they don't really get into this. But it's like you look at that's breaking the rules. We have rules set up so like that people are properly punished and go to the proper place. We don't get the glimpse, but like, what does that mean for heaven also? Everything kind of gets thrown out of whack there. So then her also having to get like over her head with also dealing with someone like evil while she's trying to like, navigate things with trying to do Nick. Like I find that all really fun. And also in that she's powerful but not depowered doing these things.
Yes.
That it's a thorny issue that she's trying to sort with morality wise.
Morality and like bureaucratically.
Yeah. I think that's
it's not that she doesn't have the power to do it. It's that she doesn't understand the system to do it.
Yes. And she's not necessarily willing to get her hands dirty enough to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it comes back to the like, how much bad are you willing to do good?
That's right.
And so I think that whereas Lilith is willing to do a lot of bad to do good.
Yeah. Well, it's like, oh, I'll take these guys. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't
care. I don't care what they did.
Who cares? They sold their souls.
Yeah, exactly. And Sabrina says in the episode, I didn't cover it, but like Lilith doesn't tell her what they did, and she's like, yeah, I don't get to hear. And like in a certain sense, it's like, oh, so you could see like Lilith doing that, so she like will go along with these things sometimes.
But it's also like it doesn't matter to Lilith.
Exactly.
It literally doesn't occur to her that this would matter.
Yeah. They broke the rules or they're evil.
Yeah, they made a deal with the devil.
So yeah, I think that's really fun, and I like Theo and Robin's good vibes at the start of this. And the only weird spot is like the ending with the twins, but I think top to bottom this is great.
I will say, so Roz shows up for the pep rally, but technically Sabrina doesn't. She's busy. Are they going to kick her off the cheerleading team?
I know. After she was a star performer, natural after one practice.
Poor thing,
Yeah.
And who took her spot in the routine?
I know. She's letting her team down.
Throwing off the whole dynamic.
Yeah. I don't remember what comes immediately next after this, but yeah, I could watch just so much more on like the bureaucracy of hell.
Yeah. No, I wanted more of the show mostly for the bureaucracy.
It's good stuff.
And it gets kind of funkier as the show goes on too. Because we could have gotten a lot more of it, if they'd given us more show.
That is, yeah.
But they take it in a different direction. That being said, any other thoughts?
No. So, you can find this podcast on all your audio podcast platforms of choice at Dead Ends. We're also on YouTube at dead_ends. You can also find us on Instagram at deadendspcast and Blue Sky at dead-ends. You can leave us comments on YouTube. We like talking to people there. Or you can write an email if you are an audio podcast listener not listening on YouTube. Don't want to leave a comment on YouTube. But we appreciate subscribes, and telling people about the podcast. And our podcast art is done by Sinky Art, and you can find a link to their portfolio on all our audio podcast descriptions. Just all of our podcast descriptions, not audio. It's on YouTube as well.
Yeah, and also you don't have to hear it.
No.
There's no audio to our descriptions.
No, there is not. Anything else? No. I think that's it.
All right, then. Not today, Satan.
Not today. We're going to Makembe Matumbo him.
You're very cute and I love you. And we love you.
And we love you.